Hello, guys. This right here is an incredibly important code, a mind-blowing code, a game-changing code, a code that can wake up so many people if they watch this. I'm not going to drag this out. I'm not going to be here for hours. Okay, I want to have a nice day today where I can relax. We've got 4 in the live, 2 likes. Gerrard's 42 years old right now. And now 3 in the live, 3 likes. I'm going to discuss 33 heavily with Gerrard. So Red Pill Monkey's in the house. Much love. Red Pill Monkey is a guy who I have so much respect for. And he grew up being a diehard Liverpool fan, like I was a diehard Man United fan. He doesn't watch the games anymore. But I told him he needs to watch this live stream. Hey, Margot MC from Glasgow. That's interesting because Gerrard coached for Rangers, Glasgow Rangers. Hey, Adam Lastman, thank you so much. The money you sent me yesterday, I'm going to go out for dinner tonight. Last night, I had a quiet one, actually. I was going to go out, and I didn't. I just stayed at home. Hey, John Wayne. Hey, PDX Golo. So this code here is, I'm at a point now, guys, where I really am losing passion for decoding daily picks. I'm over 70% since setting up my website. So it's not, I'm saying this because I'm not hitting. It's because this level of code is the stuff that I want to be doing. Like the code I did for the Invincible season for Arsenal, I think is breathtaking. This Gerrard code is. Some of the other codes I've done in the past, okay, which may not win you money, but it can really inspire you to look into history and see how everything is coded. Everything is coded. And Gerrard's career here, this code, and how Gerrard's connected to so many things. That's why he's such an iconic athlete. All right, it's the numbers. 16 alive, 6 likes for Jurgen Klopp's birthday. That's hilarious. And then 15 alive, 6 likes, 9/11, the 156 prime, and Steven Gerrard's connected to 9/11. It's the numbers, guys. Now 14 alive, 6 likes, Donald Trump's birthday, who witnessed 9/11. So, guys, this is going to be special. So let me get into it. And you can tell me what you think at the end of this. Please share my work, please, especially if you have any fans, friends who are Liverpool fans or Everton fans or United fans or football fans in general. Anyone who's heard of Gerrard, they're going to watch this and go, wow. So before I get into it, I want to thank Chuck. He sent me one code which just blew my mind with the 186, which I keep talking about. Keep talking about the 186. I've been doing this for a long time now, the 186. It's why the upcoming World Cup final is going to be one day after the Pope turns 86, 186. But check this out and enjoy this one. This is going to blow your socks off. Notice the image I used, which Gerrard doing this, mocking Jesus Christ on the cross. So this is off the charts, and this is the type of code that gives me chills. This is way more significant to me than calling daily picks. I knew Gerrard was connected to so many major rituals, but this code is off the charts. Much love to Chuck for the 186222 find. So the 186222 find is this. Steven Gerrard was born May the 30th, 1980. He made his Liverpool debut November the 29th, 1998 against Blackburn Rovers. Came on for Jamie Redknapp. And the span from his birthday to his professional debut, 18 years and 6 months. Okay? Exact. Which, as I've mentioned, is 222 months. 18 years and 6 months is 222 months. That span, guys, is exactly the same as the span between 9/11 and coronavirus being declared a global pandemic. 9/11/2001 to March the 11th, 2020, 18 years and 6 months exact, which is 222 months. So straight away, he has that sync with 9/11 and coronavirus, Gerrard. All right? I ain't saying, Stephen, wow, did I really just have 18 in the live and 6 likes? I'm not saying Steven Gerrard's behind this, that, and the other. Oh, my word, there's the 18-6. But his numbers, guys, I think Gerrard, I've never liked Gerrard. I've always felt something was off about Gerrard. And not just because I was a Man United fan, there was something about him and Carragher that never sat right with me. All right? Who are these sports stars? I don't know if these are fallen angels at this point with this code. So check this out. And if this doesn't frazzle your brain in a good way, then I don't know what to say. So, like I said, Gerrard makes his first team debut for Liverpool a span of 18 years and 6 months after he was born, which is 222 months. And 9/11 took place 18 years and 6 months before coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. And Gerrard went on to make 710 appearances for his boyhood club, like 71. Coronavirus was declared a global pandemic on the 71st day of the year. Okay? 71's the 20th prime. Did you see how Gerrard lost 2-0 today? Coronavirus declared in 2020. The World Economic Forum were founded in 71 as well. But this is the incredible stat. Steven Gerrard scored 186 goals for Liverpool. He scored 186 goals for Liverpool. He made his Liverpool debut exactly 18 years and 6 months old, guys. And he scored 186 goals for Liverpool, his boyhood club. Wow. Gerrard was born on the 151st day of 1980. 151 is the 36th prime. 666 is the 36th triangular number. His first goal came in his 25th appearance, and 25 is the 36th day of the year. Ronaldo and Neymar were both born on 25. Like I said, 25 is the 36th day of the year. Ronaldo signed for the Red Devils at age 36, the guy who was born on the 36th day of the year. Yes, I do believe Gerrard's wife, Alex, is a man by studying the anatomy. Yes. Now, the George connections are simply off the charts. So the Georgia Guidestones were erected in 1980, which is the year that Steven Gerrard was born. And Gerrard's middle name is George. Steven George Gerrard. Okay? All these George connections with Steven George Gerrard. Gerrard now coaches Aston Villa, and their most famous fan is Prince William, and his youngest son is named George. Gerrard is an iconic English footballer, and England's flag is called the St. George's flag. The St. George's flag, a red cross on a white field, was adopted by England and the City of London in 1190 for their ships entering the Mediterranean to benefit from the protection of the Genoese fleet. So adopted in 1190, like 119, like 9/11. The span from Gerrard's last ever game for Liverpool and his last ever career game, he retired with the LA Galaxy, Los Angeles, the Angels, is a span of 1 year and 19 days. 119, huge number. Well, isn't it interesting that Steven Gerrard lost 119 Premier League games, guys? I've told you all the stats are completely synced up. Whether it's God, Satan, demons, algorithm, man, if you believe it's man, they're all completely synced up. So how did Gerrard lose 119 Premier League games when he's so synced up to the number 119? That's why Ronaldo made his second debut for the Red Devils on 11-9, scoring his 119th goal, like I said he would weeks before, because of the code. I am not here claiming to be a guru. I am not going to call every pick, not a chance. But codes like this, I'm going to make sure I become the best in the world at them. At this level, I'm going to code all these top stars. I've done it to many celebrities now, and the syncs and how they're connected is off the charts. This is just another one. Princess Diana, okay, she died 910 weeks and 1 day after the Georgia Guidestones were erected, like 9/11. Liverpool Football Club equals 322. And the Georgia Guidestones were erected on 3/2/2. All right, March the 22nd, which is the 81st day of the year, and You'll Never Walk Alone gets you 81 in gematria. Hey, Chuck, much love to you. You and I, the phone call we had last night, mate, was magical. All right, so Chuck and I, we, first stage, back at the beginning of our decoding journey, would compete with each other, trying to prove who the better sports decoder was. And now we're on the same page that we just want to reveal the deception. We want to study history, and we want to inspire other people to get into this work, not just to win people money. Because over your lifetime with gambling, you're going to win a bit here, lose a bit there, win a bit here, lose a bit there. But this knowledge is sacred, all right? It's truly sacred. What I'm presenting to you here is unbelievable, all right? The Georgia Guidestones came down on 7/6 on George Bush's 76th birthday, who was, of course, the president during 9/11. Well, isn't it interesting that Steven Gerrard in gematria gets you 76? 76. And the Georgia Guidestones came down on 7/6 on George Bush's 76th birthday. Wow. And the Georgia Guidestones were erected the year that Gerrard was born. That's why Gerrard's 42 right now. And the beast reigns for 42 months. And another George connection. It's interesting that George Floyd died on 25/5 and Gerrard won 255 Premier League games, 255. And George Floyd died 25/5, 255. Now check this out. If this didn't make you question how ritualistic these games are, Gerrard's last ever game for Liverpool was against Stoke City. All right? Liverpool lost that game 6-1. 6-1, they lost to Stoke. In Gerrard's last ever game for Liverpool, Gerrard, of course, scored the only goal of that game for Liverpool. 6-1, the 18th prime. IHS gets you 18 in 2 ciphers. Okay? Can you believe that? Gerrard's last ever game, Liverpool lose 6-1 against Stoke. And he lost his last home game as well. 3-1. Pretty sure it was against Palace. So his last 2 games, he got embarrassed. He got embarrassed, guys. Just wild. And from his last ever game for Liverpool to his last ever professional game, which was for the LA Galaxy versus the Colorado Rapids, the span of exactly 55 weeks. And he played his last ever game on a day leaving 55 days left in the year. And Satan gets you 55. 55 is the 10th Fibonaccian triangular number. Steven Gerrard's cousin, John Paul, supposedly died during the Hillsborough disaster, and he was 10 years old. All right? His late cousin, John Paul, died at age 10. All the 55s and 10s that I talk about. During the Hillsborough disaster, which involved Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. Remember, Liverpool won the FA Cup last year, like I said they would, and they knocked out Forest in the quarterfinal in a 1-0 game, like 10. For another George connection, Gerrard made his debut 222 months after he was born. And George Washington, yes, George Washington, was born on February the 22nd, 222. Order out of chaos equals 222. That is the Freemason motto. George Washington was a 33-degree Freemason, and Liverpool FC were founded by John Holding, who was an openly 33-degree Freemason, who was born in 1833. This is deep. Perlo does look like a wizard. Let me nail this now. And George Washington's presidential run ended on 3-3. Masonry gets you 33, so does EPL. And Gerrard made his debut on the 333rd day of the year. All these threes. And Gerrard is so connected to 33, which I'm going to show you here. This is the bit that might just blow your socks off, the 33s with Gerrard. If you're a Liverpool fan or you have any knowledge of Gerrard, you're going to know how connected Gerrard is to number 33 in big games. All right? Games that have benefited him, games that have gone against him. So I'm going to break these 33s for you now. I've already discussed many 33s that connect to George Washington. Gerrard was hugely instrumental in Liverpool's iconic 3-3 games, which led to them winning the 2005 Champions League final versus Milan when 3-0 down. They came back to draw 3-3, and then they won on penalties. And also in the 2006 FA Cup final, they were down to West Ham 3-2, and Gerrard scored a brace and a last-minute goal to make it 3-3, take the game into extra time, where Liverpool went on to win on penalties. So he scored in both of those finals because he got the opening goal for Liverpool in that 2005 Champions League final against Milan. He scored the header. All right. And he was awarded man of the match in both of those finals that ended 3-3. And a 33 that went against him, Gerrard infamously said, "We don't let this slip," when it looked like Liverpool would win the league. So Liverpool beat Man City and it pretty much looked like it was over. The league was done. Okay. I think some bookies already paid out on Liverpool. And then he's talking about don't let it slip. And then the game after, he slips against Chelsea, where Demba Ba scores number 19, a huge number, hence COVID-19 and the 19-year moon cycles. Okay, I'm pretty sure Liverpool, are they on 19 league titles right now? Just big number, the number 19. 19's the 8th prime. Gerrard won number 8 for Liverpool. Guys, this is insane. And so Liverpool beat Man City. They're all cheering. Everyone thinks Liverpool have won the league. Then they lose to Chelsea. It was Mourinho's Chelsea. Pretty sure that was 2-0 for another 20. And then the game after that, they're 3-0 up away from home against Crystal Palace. 3-0 up against Crystal Palace. All right. And I think Suarez, was it Suarez, Gerrard, and Sterling? Let me check who scored. They were leading 3-0. And then the game ended 3-3. It's where Suarez started crying and Gerrard consoled him. Okay? Just crazy. Oh, the first half goals, Joe Allen, Daniel Sturridge, and Suarez. Leading 3-0 by the 55th minute, 55 again. Then Damien Delaney exposed Liverpool's vulnerability to counterattacks as he scored in the 79th minute, the 22nd prime, just like they do 2-2 today. Launching a dramatic turnaround and deflating the Reds, they didn't recover as Dwight Gale cut the deficit to 1 2 minutes later and drew level with his second goal in the 88th. So Liverpool are up 3-0. And if they would have won this game, they would have won the league. And with 11 minutes left, they concede 3. 11 minutes, concede 3, 1-1-3. That's the date that coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. Okay? The 11-3. So, yeah, Suarez, the league's new player of the year, was in tears at the final whistle, covered his face with his shirt as he left the pitch. I'm surprised he just didn't cover one eye. So, what a joke. The first goal of this game, by the way, was scored by Joe Allen from a Steven Gerrard corner. So, you're 3-0 up. Away at Palace, a mediocre team. And then Palace score these 3 late goals on the counter-attack. Really? Just a joke. Just a joke. So another 33. He's got the 3-3 against Milan. He's got the 3-3 against West Ham in the FA Cup final. Gerrard, where he scores that long distance strike. He's got the 3-3 against Palace. All these 33s with him. The number most associated with masonry and also associated with Jesus. That's why Gerrard would always do that when he scored. Jesus on a cross. I'm almost done. Gerrard's last ever game was played on 11-6, where he lost playing for LA Galaxy versus the Rapids. He lost on penalties. Penalty gets you 33. And the game was on 33 date numerology. That game was on the 311th day of the year. And I've told you, pandemic on 3/11. Gerrard's last ever game, the 311th day of the year, and 3 times 11's 33. And Liverpool won last season's FA Cup 33 years after the Hillsborough disaster, where we told Gerrard's cousin died, and 96 people originally died due to that disaster. Gerrard was born 96 days after the Georgia Guidestones were erected, which is the Queen's age right now. She's got to go soon, the Queen, in my opinion. 311's the 64th prime. Gerrard made his debut versus Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn Rovers equals 64. Blackburn Rovers equals 181, the 42nd prime. The Georgia Guidestones came down 42 years after being erected. So, how's this being done? Liverpool are known as the Reds. That colour's connected to Satan. And you've got Man United, who wear red, called the Red Devils. Is this just one big satanic ritual, these leagues? Is Satan behind them? Because think how much energy they take from people, how much money, the distraction. People watching Super Sunday instead of going to church, for example. I'm not saying you have to go to church, but you know what I'm getting at. So, again, you have to read this. You have to see this with your own eyes. I know the people on my website are going to read this and go, wow, because obviously anyone on my website is into this knowledge. But again, I was speaking to somebody yesterday, Chuck and somebody else, who was saying that, Don, wow, thank you, mate. That means a lot. I've just seen that super chat. Thanks for being you. I'll keep being me. And I'll keep working hard to put these codes out there to help people just, I don't know, just dissect the reality. And do you know what I mean? It's wild. 311th day when Magic announced, because 311 is 9/11, literally 3:11, 3 p.m. It's the 911th minute. Wow. Is 3:11 the 911th minute? Are you serious? I want to see that. I believe you, but I want to see it. Thank you. If this is the case. Oh my goodness, it is 911 minutes. It's 3:11 in the afternoon. Wow. So the 9/11 connects to the 3:11. And I've told you 9/11/2023 is exactly 42 months after coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. And the beast reigns for 42 months, guys. Thank you, 6079. That's the favorite fan you've ever given me. Adam, be proving the British truth for you and me. Thank you. I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there. Last night and this morning, I was watching the 2012 Olympic opening ceremony, and my word, the predictive programming, the satanic ritual, I was seeing demons running around, guys. Whilst the kids were in a hospital bed, demons running around, people being entertained by it. So anyway, what I was getting at, yeah, Spurs won 4-1, and Son didn't score. A lot of people had Son to score. That's the thing with the gambling. I'm in this Twitter group, and somebody, I think they did like a 12 team or a 12 bet parlay or something, all in the Spurs game. 11 out of the 12 hit. The only one that didn't hit was Son to score. Everything else he got. And then he was like raging with Son, sick with Son. Son is this, Son is that. Just ruined his day. This Son guy has just ruined his day. That's why I don't promote betting. Yes, I put the codes out. Yes, I'm putting these codes out for people to learn from. And my hit rate is high. But even if it drops, it drops. I'm at a point now where this Gerrard code is insane. The Kanye West code is insane. The Arsenal Invincible code is insane. Pretty much all the codes I do are. So what I'm getting at is the people saying to me recently, does it frustrate you that you are unbelievably gifted? Maybe one of the best people in the world, and nobody has a clue like who you are or doesn't acknowledge what you do, even your loved ones. Like my parents don't know the level I'm at. They have no idea. I wish that I could call my mum and dad and break this down where they go, Adam, oh my goodness. But they can't deal with it. My close friends truly can't deal with it. So thank God to my community and thank God to you guys that I can put these codes out there where at least there's a few hundred people in the world that are going, wow, Surat, much love to you. And go, wow, how is this being done? How does he know this? Not for my ego, just like there's certain things in life that we all acknowledge. You know when somebody's, I don't know, fast or wealthy, and more often than not, if they're good looking or if they have a talent with a musical instrument, if they can sing, if they can dance, it's clear where you could have somebody breakdance in front of 1 million people and they'd all go, right, that person can dance. If I present this code, this Gerrard, unbelievably insane, incredible code to 1 million people, there's about 300 that might respect it, guys. So you don't understand like how much work and how much effort I give to this for very, very, very little reward. I do it for you guys and because I truly enjoy to do it. But I do it for you guys, for the people who do have eyes to see. All right? Because it is exhausting to do all this work and people go, oh, yeah, Gerrard was a bit of a joker, wasn't he? Yeah, I can see maybe the Premier League's a bit rigged. It's like, did you not hear my code? All these connections there with Gerrard, with the Georgia Guidestones, with the royal family, with 9/11, with coronavirus, his whole career. Remember, Gerrard scored in that goal for England against Germany that finished 5-1, which was in 2001, right before 9/11. It was 5-1, and the Illuminati were founded on 5-1 in Bavaria, and that game was played in Munich, the home of Bayern Munich, whose nickname's the Bavarians. Don, thank you so much, mate. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. I'm off on Saturdays now, mate. We can schedule a show and talk about Kanye and Jay-Z connection to the devil and the numbers on the albums. Love you, bro. I would love to do that next Saturday with you, bro. I think I'm in Los Angeles, so maybe in LA it'll be funny to talk about the devil whilst I'm in the city of angels. But I really appreciate you, Don. Strange calling you that, but you're a really good guy. Thank you. I need to do something today. I was having this chat as well. 41 in the live, 13 likes, 41 the 13th prime. Kobe died at 41 with his 13-year-old daughter. Like Red Pill Monkey asked me today. He said, "Do you ever get lonely in Mexico?" And I was like, "No, I don't really get lonely. I have so much to do, but when it comes to friends, there's not many. When you have this knowledge, there's not many. And especially when I left my wife, we had all these friends, like couple friends, which is what you do, don't you? You hang out with people who are also married. That's why most people who have kids hang around with people who also have kids. And I was like, yeah, but there's days where I feel like I don't know who I want to hang out with. I don't know who's gonna provide anything to the conversation or anything like that. Like it's hard for me to interact with people unless it's coaching or teaching them English or whatever. Just sitting down with people now who just talk about the same stuff, and I try and talk to them about this. Like Mag says, I love Mag. Really want to speak to him one-on-one. He says, "You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it." He always says that, and I'm like, is it at a point where certain people are just never gonna get it? Like, is this knowledge like so sacred or so intense or so mind-blowing that the average brain can't tolerate it and consume it and process it? So I definitely don't feel like I'm wasting my time, but I just feel like all the codes I've done in 2 years, if I threw them all in a book, which I should do, although Patreon deleted all of my content. So what I'd have to do is basically go back to my first ever video, hope I presented the actual code, and type it all again and put it in a book for people. You actually think that's better than the fact that Disney released a movie called Pinocchio about Lion, and from the release of Pinocchio until the release of Lion King, 19845 days. Hey Anna, how you doing? The last day of the season last season was over the top. It was like watching an absurd comedy, like a Monty Python skit. What, where Man City were 2-0 down with 15 minutes left and still won 3-2? Which I said in the live, get on them to win it. Gerrard's last ever game for Liverpool as well was on the 144th day of the year, and there's 1,440 minutes in a day. And I was born on 14/4, and Jesuit order gets you 144. It's just a huge number. So he played his last game for Liverpool on the 144th day of the year, which was on 64 date numerology. And I told you the 311s. Played his last game for the LA Galaxy on the 311th day of the year, the 64th prime. So, of course, he plays his last game for Liverpool on 64 date numerology pure. And Liverpool, I'm going to have to add this. Liverpool in 2022 dropped to 6-4 in the Champions League, in the European Cup finals. Gerrard, I'm just going to have to type this. Gerrard played last ever game for Liverpool on 64 DN in 2022 for another 222. In 2022, Liverpool dropped to 6-4 in European Cup finals. And of course, that last game of the season, which somebody mentioned, all the drama and that it's all the show. Who was coaching Aston Villa against Man City? It was Gerrard. It was Gerrard. And then you had Bernardo Silva saying, we're not going to let this slip before the game. You like Messi to score today? I don't even know who PSG are playing, to be honest. But if Argentina are going to have an amazing World Cup, then they're going to want Messi to go into that in form. So he'll probably start off really well. Like I had him to score in that final and PSG to win. And he's opened the scoring after 22 minutes. So, yeah, the 4-2 as well, which is just, that's when England won the World Cup. The final was 4-2. The final was 4-2. What's this? So I think that's enough. The fact that Gerrard made his debut where he was 18 years old and 6 months exact, and he retired. He scored 186 goals for Liverpool in his career. Is that not enough? Just that, and all the 33s, the 3-3 against AC Milan, the 3-3 against Crystal Palace, the 3-3 against West Ham. All right. Gerrard, his career has been completely scripted by somebody, and it's not man, I don't think. Scored 71 goals with his right foot in the Premier League. Coronavirus declared a global pandemic. 71st day of the year. Just every stat. There's no way man's doing this. He scored 29 penalties. Sonic gets you 29. In his last 2 games for Liverpool, Liverpool scored 2. The opposition scored 9. Because Liverpool lost 3-1 and 6-1. Hit the woodwork 26 times. 61 yellow cards in the Premier League, and his last ever game in the Premier League ended 6-1. And he got 61 yellow cards. What? Guys, he got 61 yellow... I need to put this down. I've got another Satan connection with him. I have another Satan connection with Gerrard. Gerrard, guys. Oh, this is just getting scandalous. 61 yellow cards in the Premier League, 6 red cards, 616, the alternate number of the beast, Jurgen Klopp's birthday. Right, I'll type that, then I'm done. Let me edit that. I need to edit that. Another 616, another Satan connection with him. Gerrard got booked 61 times in his EPL career and was sent off 6 times, like 616. 616 is the alternate number of the beast. It's funny how his mate Carragher wore 23, 2/3 is 666. Do these players know what's going on, that they're connected to these numbers? Probably. If I figured it out in 2 years, I'm pretty sure they have. Illusion carries a bottle of HP sauce in his back pocket. I rarely have pockets in my, well, back pockets anyway. Like a lot of my swim shorts, which I wear, there's one pocket and it's at the front. Sanchez and Ozil, what about them? The 186 is huge, yeah. The 18th of June. Told you yesterday the opening goal of the Premier League was scored by Gabriel Martinelli, born the 18th of June, 186. Let me look at him last man, then I'm going to get off. Where's your tape? Decoder game, bro. Hits, I'll send you 500 if you feel like it. What? You'll send me $500 if I decode a game. Well, give me a game then. That's crazy, mate. That would be insane. I have a game for tomorrow that I like, but I'm not going to say it. I'm never, ever going to say in a live again who I think is going to win. My choice. No, that's unfair, bro. If you're going to send me $500 for doing a code, that's my choice. That's not fair. What if I do a -500? That's just not fair. If you give me a game that you're interested in, I can look into it. But mate, that's a lot of money. That's crazy money. And unless you're incredibly financially stable, I don't think you should send me it. Unless you're really like incredibly wealthy. It doesn't matter to you. Where do you want me to put the code? Wow, that's crazy. My biggest tip I've ever received was $500, and it was from somebody I still don't know who they are. They just said that I changed their lives and their families' lives. It's like mysterious. Never heard of them again. Keep going. That was like a year ago, and I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it because it was like a few days after I was pretty much done with coding. I was going to just stop. I had a stage, guys, about a year ago, and it wasn't because of the sports. I was going to give up on gematria because it was consuming me. I was losing a lot of friends. I was losing every day. I seemed to be losing something. Not picks. I was doing great, but just every day I was like feeling less and less connected to society, which is turned out to be a beautiful thing. Beautiful. Wow, bro. Yeah, George Washington died 222 years ago. Chuck, you are special, mate. Well, Adam Lastman, I'll get that code out for you. I need to go get a haircut today. Let me just add that from Chuck. Because the 222s, George Washington, Steven Gerrard. So what I was getting at, I was gonna give up on coding completely. And then out of nowhere, that guy said, I've changed his life, his family's life, gave me $500 which is a lot of money. And I was like, wow, I can't give up. And it wasn't just because of the money, it was more the comment. So whoever that person is, I should go through my PayPal and figure out who that person was and check their email, actually. Because if it wasn't for that person, guys, I'm almost certain I wouldn't be doing this live stream right now. I wouldn't be doing this live stream. I'd probably still be in a school, probably still be married. And you won't even know who I am. So God bless that person. Hopefully that was a gift from God telling me to keep doing it. Range Rovers are a mad class of cars. Everyone got one, but they stay underrated. Range Rovers, I'm not big into cars or designer cars. Yeah, if you're here to talk about cars, I'm not the right guy. At a barbershop, my son getting his haircut just wanted to pop in and say hello, Adam, and God bless. Jesus is coming soon. Much love, Joseph. Much love to your son as well. So crazy. You're at a barbershop and I'm about to go get my haircut. I didn't even see that comment till just now. Adam Lastman got Saudi money. I don't think so. I just think he's a very generous guy. I don't think he's filthy rich at all, but he's super generous and he respects what I do. He knows how much work and how many hours and sleepless nights I have to put out this content, which is often not rewarded with recognition or financially, especially now I don't bet. But if you put money here and my energy here, my spirit, I'd rather lose the money than lose this. And I was losing this spirit within me through gambling. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. But somebody's probably going to say, he's doing a Masonic sign with his hands. It doesn't mean anything. I chose energy over money. But the money was really, really good when I was gambling. Which one's Amani? Fernando Torres? Yeah, it is. I'm going to get rid of him. See you later, Fernando Torres. You're gone. So yeah, look, here's the secret. To know if it's Amani and Nani, how have I got rid of him and he just came instantly back in? But how can I just get rid of a guy where it's supposed to eliminate them from the chat completely, and then he's back in 5 seconds later? How's that being done? Who is this person? Why get rid of Amani? Because he does like 15 comments in a row. I try to read the comments out, and then I'm getting in the swing of it, and then he puts some nonsense that he tries to distract me by design, mate. He tries to distract me by design, and I don't need to be distracted during my lives. Yeah. Barmer turned 61 and he was born in 61. Gerrard's last ever game for Liverpool ended 6-1, where he ended with 61 yellow cards. 61's a big number. It's the 18th prime. What's this headline here? Mali Obama was just seen with a 33-year-old producer after a split with her college boyfriend. Why? Why did they have to tell us his age? I'm going to have to share this. Look at this. Obama's daughter was just seen with a 33-year-old. And? Malia Obama. Nothing but a man in drag. In photographs obtained by page 6, Malia 24 was seen on what seemed to be a date with music producer Dowie Eklund, 33, in Los Angeles. They were photographed on Obama's birthday. What, because they're sat there having a drink? Means they're having a date? And why do you have to tell us he's 33? Why couldn't they put Mali Obama was just seen with producer after a split with college boyfriend? Why did they have to tell us it was a 33-year-old baby? Why? Because it's a joke and everything's coded. As I have 44 in the live, and Obama was the 44th president, and the Georgia Guidestones were 19 foot and 3 inches, the 44th prime. Everything's coded as I'm 44 minutes into the live. It's all coded. It's all coded. I'm going to put the... I've posted like 20 posts today. This is my last one. Another 33. Another 33. Wait a second. Why have I never done this? I want to check something. I've never done this. Who was it? What? Oh my goodness. Guys, what's my favorite movie? The Truman Show. The US's 33rd president was Truman. This guy needs coding. I've never looked at this before. Truman presided over the onset of the Cold War in 47, that huge number. Harry S. Truman, 33rd president. Wait, he became the president the year World War II ended? Oh, you're going down, mate. You're going down. All the 85s I've been talking about. This guy was born on the 8th of May, 85. Do you want another 85? Keep telling you about all the 85s. The Premier League began on 8-5. The last goal of that game on 8-5 was in the 85th minute. And do you know Gabriel Jesus' first ever goal for Arsenal in pre-season was after 85 seconds? You think man's doing that? Then you're wrong. Simple. All right, Jesus, make sure you score after 85 seconds today, okay? Yeah, no problem, Gaffer. I got it. Wow. So it looks like, well, not today. I'm not doing any more work after this. The 33rd president, last name Truman, like the Truman Show, which is about questioning our reality. True man. 33rd president. He needs to be looked into deeply. Watching the Chelsea game again, I don't even know what the score is. And quite frankly, I really don't care what the score is. I'm guessing Chelsea will probably win. Chelsea had the code to win. But whatever. What is it? Sterling scored? No. Who scored? Yeah, Chelsea will probably win it. Against Lampard. Lampard and Gerrard coaching at the same time in the Premier League. You just can't make this up. Played for England with each other during the golden generation. Now they're both in the Prem together coaching. Similar level teams. Who? Who scored? Reece James? Jorginho? Oh God, if it's Jorginho, it's a penalty then. Was it a penalty for your 33? So he doesn't score many goals other than penalties. Or did they take him off penalties? Penalty, yeah? Of course it was a penalty then. No, I don't already know. Why would I be saying, was it Reece James then? Somebody saw Reece James. Come on, chronic masturbator. I won't be asking if I knew. Very straight to the point. What time did Jorginho score? What time did he score? And how long's left? What time is it now? 11:43. I don't even know. What time did it kick off? 10:30 my time? It's probably half time or something. It's half time. All right. Who won the penalty? Who won the penalty? 5:30. Yeah, it's 5:30 in England. Who won the penalty? Do you know? I'm going to look. Chilwell. Is he number 3, isn't he? Right, I'm going to look. Sky Sports. Jorginho pen puts Chelsea ahead. All right, let me see what it's saying at halftime. 45 plus 9. Why? 45 plus 9, and 45 is the 9th triangular number. Why did the game go on for so long? Was somebody injured? Everton are now 20-1, 201. Decory fouls Chilwell. Right, let me look at his number. Where's Chilwell? Oh, Chilwell's number 21. He was 3 for Leicester, wasn't he? So 21 got fouled by number 16. Oh, I don't see anything there. It's not like me not to see things. I thought Jorginho got taken off penalties. I thought he was taken off then. Yeah. That Everton squad's weak, man. Godfrey, who has God in his name, got taken off. Is that what the delay was? And then Mason comes on for him. Wait, 22 came on for number 22 came off for number 4, 224. And that's when Russia invaded the Ukraine. Mason. Wow. That's hilarious. Okay, Amani and Annie, you're gone. You're under the name Kenny Dalglish now. Can I pay you directly to your PayPal to get on the site? This is the issue, bro. No, I've got, it must be over 20 people that want to sign up. Serap messaged me from Turkey the other day. Much love to her. And she wants to sign up, but she doesn't have PayPal in Turkey. So she can't sign up. I'm getting loads of people say that. I'm working my ass off to try and set it up where you can pay direct debit and credit card. But as far as I'm aware, if you give me money, I can't let you access the website unless I gave you my password. But then you can post stuff and all of that. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Right. Oh, and by the way, the Liverpool game, this is why, if you do bet, don't bet on the early games on a Saturday, the lunchtime game. Don't do it. Favourites rarely win. So what happens is most people do an accumulator. They put teams like Liverpool in because they think it's free money, as people call it, a lock and free money. There's no way Liverpool are not going to beat Fulham, and it ends a draw. Advice to you, whatever the code is, don't code that game. Unless maybe you're looking for an upset, I would just stay away from that. 2-2 for your master number, yeah. Satanic gets you 22 as well. And Klopp is so connected to Satan. In fact, he was born 616, which is the alternate number of the beast. And there was Liverpool have gained 115 points from losing positions in the Premier League since Klopp took over. 115, like Lucifer, like Masonic. Game ends 2-2. Satanic equals 22. And then the photo that Sky Sports chose was basically Klopp going, like a monster. But people will just say he's passionate. And that I'm being a conspiracy theorist. So anyway, you beauty. Remember all the 186s with Gerrard and light travels at 186,000 per second. 186,000, 186. And how many goals has Gerrard scored where it's just whizzed, boom, whizzed, fast as lightning. Keep freezing my screen. Of course they do. All right. It doesn't shock me at all. Funny how you can code so well, but computer coding is like another language. Yeah, the algorithm, the coding, yeah, I can't compete. This is what I actually said just before I finish now, is I think this is a very valid point. What I'm trying to do, and on many occasions doing, is I'm trying to decode the universe. So, Amani and Annie, can you just go away, mate? Can you just go away and get a life, mate? Get a life. Stop coming in my lives every day under different names. It's really sad, mate. I feel for you, and I don't understand how your brain works if you're a real human being. You have mental problems, mate. Coming in now as Roman Reigns. Just a joker. So I'm trying to decode the universe at this point, and history and the future and all of that. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. So when I get stuff wrong, like I might be coding against demons here, against AI, against God, against the devil, or whatever it is that it's so hard to get everything right, but I'm just going to keep doing these type of codes about Gerrard. Whatever happens in it, is Chelsea win, great, Chelsea win. If they don't, I really don't care either. If Chelsea win this game, I don't know why other people care so much either about guys running around the field, picking up a valuable 3 points. I don't know why you care so much, but I did, embarrassingly, for 33 years. So, yeah. Jorginho pen. Ben Godfrey has suffered a lower leg injury and has been taken to hospital. Guys, Everton's first game of the season, the guy who has God in his name is injured. I said that Jesus might have a huge season or get a bad injury because of his connection with Jesus. And then the guy who has God in his name is injured. It's not by accident, guys, whoever's doing this. And he's number 22. That's Satanic number. And Merseyside rivals Liverpool just do 2-2 with Fulham. I don't know how Jordan Pickford's the captain of a Premier League club. That guy shouldn't even be playing semi-professional, in my opinion. I no longer care about the team of foreigners and the big rich clubs buying all the trophies. Exactly. You're like my beloved Chelsea. Like I got it when maybe you had your Terry and your Lampard and your Joe Coles and you could connect. You got these Londoners on your team. But in general, yeah, you're just worshipping Satanists who are from other countries and getting the name on the back of the shirt and idolizing them and talking about them all the time. Juan Pablo, my goodness, man. I'm going because that Mani and Ann is pissing me off now. I've just done an incredible code and I'm leaving. And I'm going to go do something. Like maybe go for my haircut and go to the beach because I can't be bothered with this guy any longer. So I hope you enjoyed the Gerrard code. It's on my website if you want to read it. And soon enough, I'm going to put all my best codes into a book, if you want to even call it a book, and for people to read. I'm going to start doing that soon enough. All right. Much love. Take care. Thank you for all of your support. And please don't keep giving your energy to these leagues where you're actually watching the games and you invest, like truly invested in them, because it's not good for you. It really isn't. Take care. Much love and thank you. I'm off.